Amy Stroud, a day we have all been waiting for with bated breath.
We have been waiting for this day. It is Tuesday, July the 28th, also known as the day the chips return to the studio.
Yes.
We, every year, a certain brand of potato chips, and we'll just be honest and name
let's
them
just say it.
because
I've been saying it all morning.
there are two brands that I do make reference to on the show. One is Lay's potato chips and the other is Fiji water. So every year Lay's potato chips has the contest called Do Us a Flavor, where they ask people all over the country to submit their ideas for their best potato chip flavor idea. They choose 4 each year, and those 4 are released to the public to try. And so last year we did this on Mid-Mornings with Amy. We tried the 4 flavors last year. And this year, the 4 new flavors arrived in Somerset yesterday. You picked them up.
Yes, I had the inside scoop. I have some friends who work at where I got them from, and as soon as the truck showed up, they called me, told me they were there. We were in business.
And they are not on the table in the studio this morning.
No.
So are they under lock and key? Are you keeping them hidden? Where are they?
No, I've got them. So I thought we would randomly choose. I've got them 1, 2, 3, 4. I thought we could pick a number and randomly choose which one we will try first.
Okay, well, that will work too.
We can run down the flavors if you'd like.
Yes, the flavors are the Greek gyro, the Reuben sandwich,
Southern biscuits and gravy, and West Coast truffle.
Yes.
Did any of you submit any flavors to the Do Us a Flavor thing
online? Well, before we mentioned that, I had not introduced our guest yet. I was saving that for just a few moments from now. But it wouldn't be a chip tasting day on Mid-Mornings with Amy if we didn't have our good friend Elizabeth Burton in the studio with us. You were here last year when we sampled the chips on the air.
Chip tasting veteran.
And you're back, so welcome back.
Thank you
it's
so
good to
much.
See you.
You know, I've been counting down the days since last year to come back this year
you have not.
and be your chip aficionado. I've been counting the days, so thank you very much for having me back in today.
Clearly you have nothing better to do. But you have done, I'm so glad you're here. This is a worthwhile morning for you to be here, so welcome back.
Thank you.
Okay, well, let's get down to business, because on Mid-Mornings with Amy, I like to make sure we keep people happy, healthy, and informed. And what good would we do if we did not sample these chips and let you know how they taste?
Okay,
so let's get started.
We're going to randomly pick a number between 1 and 4, Elizabeth.
3.
Biscuits and gravy. The one I've been...
Let me tell you about the biscuits and gravy. This is the chip flavor I have the most hope for, but I feel as though it's going to be disappointing.
Right, I'm kind of there myself, too. I want to say that, but before we even start this, my theory so far has been I'm most looking forward to biscuits and gravy. I expect that the Reuben will be best, but I think the sleeper here might be the Euro sandwich chips, because if it tastes like that great tzatziki sauce, you know, that cucumber yogurt sauce.
I'm thinking that'll be the best.
Kind of like a sour cream and onion type of thing, but here we go. So, Southern biscuits and gravy. Oh, it's the locked. Ooh.
What's the flavor? What's the scent? Does it smell like biscuits and gravy?
I'm smelling sausage.
Well,
grab
that's hopeful.
Grab me a couple of
that's
grab
hopeful.
me 2 or 3 now, so we can be accurate.
Okay, got it.
You can't do just one. And
okay.
Let's try these out. Southern biscuits and gravy, Lay's potato chips. Let's see what we got.
Southern biscuits and gravy.
Let's see what we got.
I'm going to back up from the mic this year.
Oh, wow. That tastes like biscuits and gravy with a little sausage.
Give it a minute, Joe. Yeah.
No, that's
that
good.
tastes exactly like biscuits and gravy.
It's at first.
It takes it a minute.
It takes it a minute to.
But it does kick in, and it's good.
And first, the sage from the sausage hits you, and then you start to get that. The aftertaste is that floury, gravy taste. So you get the sage and the sausage, then the gravy comes on. It's not overpowering. It's not super strong.
I did not think this would be as good as it is. I was hoping it would be, but I did not think it was. This is good.
It's a nice, delicate balance. It's really good.
Mm-hmm. So good. All right.
I want to say, too, one thing that I was surprised about this, and maybe this is sexist to say, I was surprised that a young woman came up with the idea for biscuits and gravy potato chips.
I'm not surprised at all.
I would have assumed this was a guy thing all the way, but no, a young woman came up with that idea.
Really, I would have thought a young woman from the South who grew up eating biscuits and gravy.
Watching her mama
Right.
make biscuits, absolutely.
Well, Haley Green came up with
Good
this
job,
flavor.
Haley.
Good job, Haley.
Amy, pick a number between 1 and 3.
1.
West Coast
West Coast
truffle
truffles.
fries.
Now these are the chips I have no idea what they're
These
going
are
to
the
taste
wild
like.
cards.
Yes, I don't know what to think.
Submitted by Angie Fu.
Angie.
Yeah, the flavor that I submitted that I had the most hope for was General Tso's chicken. But I may have
Note to
just,
self for next year. We might want to open these before
yeah,
we start.
I got overly excited, and as I was trying to open it, the bottom blew out, so I almost had a lap full of chips. But
Okay.
we're pulling them from the bottom, so they should be particularly flavored. And these are wavy. Let's add that.
These are chips number 2,
The
the West Coast truffle,
Wavy.
and they are wavy. The biscuits and gravy were the smooth chips.
So
These
they,
are
so
wavy.
they got ridges here. Let's see what we
And
got.
there's a lot of little green on them. Those are good too.
Tastes like sour cream and onion to me.
It does. That's what they look like too. They look like a sour cream and onion potato chip. They're good.
I'm tasting Parmesan cheese and parsley.
They,
More than the truffle, but truffles are so expensive that I'm sure that's truffle. Noted we're truffle flavored here, but it's sort of so. I feel like the Parmesan cheese is more prominent than the mushroom flavor. Do you?
I'm only tasting sour cream and onion, to be honest.
I like this chip,
guys
but
are fooled by your
it
eyes.
doesn't taste different enough for me. It tastes like a sour cream and onion potato chip, which is good and which I like. But these flavors, I think, are supposed to set themselves apart from your normal Lay's
Yes.
potato chip, and I
I-
don't feel like they do that.
And
But
I
they
do
are
taste-
good.
I do taste the Parmesan cheese, but I agree with Amy. It's so similar to what's already out there.
But a good effort for Angie. So good job, Angie.
And so many people are not fans of mushroom. You wouldn't want it to be
Too much mushroom.
too much and run people off. All right, pick a number between 1 and 2.
1.
New York Reuben, the one I have
Reuben.
been predicting to be the best. Yes, Amy, we will open these in advance next year.
I thought about doing that earlier this morning, but we want to be as live and in real time as possible.
Oh my goodness, this
Can you smell
smells-
them?
Oh yeah, I'm smelling sauerkraut as soon as
So far, between the biscuits and gravy and the truffles, I think the biscuits and gravy are the better of the two.
But here comes
The
the New
Reuben.
York Reuben.
The New York Reuben.
Sauerkraut, Thousand Island dressing, and corned beef flavor.
It tastes like a Reuben.
It tastes like a Reuben.
Just like a Reuben.
It does.
I knew as soon as I opened because I was like, that smells like it.
I
Okay,
taste
That's
this
good.
dill as well. Like
I
pickle.
think that's the rye in the bread.
The rye,
It's the
yes,
rye
that's
and
what
the
I'm
bread that you're
tasting. I'm
tasting.
Yep,
tasting the
that's it.
rye in the bread. It's like a sandwich. Very good.
I mean, you can truly, as you chew it, you go through every aspect. You get the sauerkraut was first for me. I tasted sauerkraut, Thousand Island dressing, corned beef, and then the aftertaste is the rye bread.
That's good.
That's very good.
I love that rye aftertaste.
I do
That's like
too.
that's really like aromatic and herby, not herby, but what's
So between the three so far, Elizabeth, what's your favorite?
These both have real great qualities.
Ian,
Both the biscuits and gravy and the Reuben.
I don't know. It's a toss-up right now between the biscuits and gravy and the Reuben.
Same
So
for
I
you.
will, I will
Greg?
say, yeah, I'm still leaning towards the Reuben simply because of this. As far as somebody with a blindfold on might taste this, and it would take them a while to go, oh, what is that biscuits and gravy? I taste sausage. I taste anybody who has ever tasted a Reuben. When you put a bite of this in your mouth, you're going, that's a Reuben sandwich. You know
It
what
does taste like a Reuben sandwich.
This tastes the most like what it's supposed to be to me so far.
You could almost just pick up that bag of potato chips for lunch because it's a sandwich and a chip.
So that leaves us with the kettle-cooked Greektown Gyro flavor submitted by James Wagner.
I'm excited about this one too.
Yeah,
The
if
biscuits
this-
and gravy and the gyro are my two.
If this
Top
tastes like cucumber, yogurt, wonderful tzatziki sauce, it has real potential.
I hope everybody's taking notes this
Yeah.
morning.
It smells of pita bread.
Well, that's good.
Grab you
And
some there.
the only wavy chips of the four are the truffles. All the other chips
These are
smooth.
kettle
These are
cooked.
kettle cooked.
Kettle cooked on it. So
This,
that
now
means
this
these will
is
be
the
particularly
Greek gyro.
Yeah,
The
these will be
Greek gyro.
particularly loud while we're chewing them.
Oh, wow.
There's the cucumber. Right off, you get the cucumber.
Now that is very good. I think this might be my favorite.
Yeah, surprisingly enough, even though this is kettle cooked, this seems, flavor-wise, like the lightest of the flavors, even more so than the truffle. This seems like the lightest flavor. Wouldn't you agree? I don't mean light as in it's not as strong. I mean as in not as rich and feel, like a light lunch. This feels very...
There's not an aftertaste either. When you chew it, you get the taste, and then it goes away a little. But that's a very good potato chip. I do have to say, all of these chips are good. There's not a bad one.
No, they're all good.
They're all really good. I would recommend all of them. So, now that you've had a chance to taste them all, first quick impressions.
My favorite is
chip.
the Reuben. My second favorite's biscuits and gravy. My third favorite's the truffle, and my least favorite's probably the Greektown.
Okay, so that's
The
Elizabeth
gyro.
Burton's take on the chips. Greg?
I'm going... Reuben's the best. I'm kind of a toss-up with the biscuits and gravy and the truffle. I would have liked more flavor on the biscuits and gravy. It does taste like what it's supposed to, but I would have liked there to be more of it. The truffle fries are great. And the gyro I like, but I'm sorry, I'm just trumped by the others are just, to me, more what I like. But nothing wrong with this.
I like the biscuits and gravy, but I just had another one, and it tastes very similar to the chicken and waffle with syrup that we tried last year.
Well,
So I like it, but I do believe my two favorites are the Greek gyro and the Reuben. So the Greek gyro, the Reuben, the biscuits and gravy, and then the truffles.
the rye bread aftertaste is what is the push over the cliff on the Reuben chips.
And I do have to say, Lay's has done a great job of getting all those flavors in there. So you can taste in all of the potato chips. You can taste all of the flavors. So good job. Not a bad bag of chips this
I would
year.
say if you're
So,
looking for a chip to go with anything, you could go with the truffle or the gyro, and I think you would be okay.
So that was fun, and that was good. Good potato chips.
I'm still
Good
eating.
potato chips, and that's okay. Eat away. We've got 4 bags of potato chips in the studio this morning. You're listening to Mid Mornings with Amy, presented by the Mole Hole of Somerset. Welcome back to Mid Mornings with Amy. It is Tuesday, July the 28th, 8:51 in the morning, and it's always good to hear from our good friend Pim with Wedding Planning with Pim. And if you haven't been listening this morning, we are joined in the studio by good friend Elizabeth Burton, and it's been chip day here on Mid Mornings with Amy. We've all three, Greg, Elizabeth, and I, have sampled the 4 new flavors of Lay's potato chips with their Do Me a Flavor contest. And the chips were the gyro, the Reuben, the West Coast truffle, and the biscuits and gravy. Elizabeth, you prefer the Reuben.
I like the Reuben.
Greg prefers the Reuben. I like the gyro, but they're all good. So if you are going out today to buy any of the new flavors, they're all a good potato chip.
And for the record, when we went to break, the studio door flew open and this place turned into a feeding frenzy. Kevin and Mike came running in here. Everybody tried the chips.
It did. So if you happen to be driving by WTLO Road this morning, want to pop in and sample a chip, we'll let you have one.
Mike Tarter liked the biscuits and gravy the best. He was the only one who chose as his favorite the biscuits and gravy.
I liked the biscuits and gravy at first, but as we sampled more, it became not my favorite. We do have a mid-mornings question for you this morning, and we're almost out of time because we've enjoyed our chip sampling on the air. So I really hope somebody can call in rather quickly to the answer to this question, and we'll be giving away 4 tickets to Holiday World this morning on the show. If you have won a prize on Mid-Mornings with Amy in the month of July, you cannot call in this morning, but if you have not, please call in with your best guess and hopefully a right answer. The number to the studio is 679-9959, 679-9959. I watched an ESPN documentary last night, which was the inspiration for this question. So the question this morning is, who was the first American figure skater, female figure skater, to land successfully a triple axel in a national competition? The first American female ice skater to successfully land a triple axel in a national ice skating competition? Not the first one to try it, the first one to land it. Good morning. You're on Good Mornings with Amy. Good morning.
They decided they didn't know the answer to that after all.
This is not the first ice skater to attempt the triple axel, but the first one to actually land it. Good morning. You're on Good Mornings with Amy. Good morning.
Is it Mary Lou Retna?
No, that's a good guess. Very famous female figure skater. Mary Lou Retton, she was a gymnast, wasn't she? Now I'm confused.
Next
But
caller.
that was not the right answer. Good morning. You're on Good Mornings with Amy.
Is it Dorothy Hamill?
It was not. Now I know she was a figure skater, so good guess.
Good try.
Who was the first American female figure skater to successfully land a triple axel in a national competition? Good morning. You're on Mid Mornings with Amy.
Was it Peggy Fleming?
It was not. Another
Okay,
good guess.
thank you.
Another good guess, though.
I was sure it was Peggy Fleming.
Not Peggy Fleming. This is the first American female skater to successfully land, again, not attempt, but land the triple
Hello?
axel. Good morning. You're on Mid Mornings with Amy.
Was it Tanya Harding?
Yes, it was Tanya Harding. Back in 1991, she was the first female to land the triple axel. Congratulations. What's your name?
Jenny Blankenship?
Well, Jenny, do you know where we are here at Somerset 106 so that you can pick up your Holiday World tickets?
Yes, I do.
Okay, well, you come by and pick them up, and if you come by relatively soon, we might give you a potato chip.
Sounds good.
Thank you, Jenny.
Thank you.
Tanya Harding. I learned that last night on this ESPN documentary that they did on the Nancy Kerrigan, Tanya Harding ordeal back in the 90s. She was the first female to land it. So, congratulations to Jenny. She knew the answer to the question this morning and has won herself 4 tickets to Holiday World. We'll be right back on Mid Mornings with Amy. Thank you so much for having a little fun with us this morning on Mid Mornings with Amy. It is Tuesday, July the 28th. Elizabeth Burton, good friend of Mid Mornings with Amy. Thanks for coming back for the chip day
Thank
on
you.
Mid Mornings with Amy. So we will schedule you around this time next year, maybe, and we will sample 4 more flavors. But this year, Lay's potato chips do us a flavor contest. The Greek gyro, my favorite. The Reuben sandwich, New York Reuben, Greg and Elizabeth's favorite. Followed by the West Coast truffles and then the biscuits and gravy. So not a bad chip in the bunch. Would you both agree?
Yes.
Yeah, they were all good. Nothing wrong with any of them.
All good potato chips. So good to see you.
It was wonderful being here, and I'll take these with me.
And I
while
do
we-
have to say, for those who might watch the video that we post later, all the chips are in front of Elizabeth. She's not eating them all at once, I promise.
That's
Have
debatable.
a great day. I'll see you tomorrow.
Somerset 106.